Hello everyone, welcome to Storytelling Tarot with Jeida K. Storey. I'm so excited to be doing this reading with you. This is my first pick a card. So as you see, I have three piles. This will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I have three piles here for you to select. And we're just going to simply ask today, what do the ancestors, your spirit team, what do they want for you to know right now? So I'm just going to ask you to center and to ground yourself. Try not to overthink it too much. But we just want to ask, what do the ancestors want for you to know? And you're going to choose either pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And you will find the timestamps in the description. And without further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, so for pile 1, the first card that we have is birth. Birth. We have awareness. We have the vision key. And we have the helper. So what's coming to me automatically is that there are visions, dreams, hopes that you have for yourself. And Spirit is saying that you have unseen support. We have the helper card. And this represents your ancestors and your spirit team who have your front and your back. They are protecting you. They are keeping you. They are making sure that your paths are clear and straight. They are going before you, right? And so with the birth card here, this is speaking about almost like we're moving from in between seasons. We're going from like a spiritual winter into spring. And so that means that it's almost time for the things, the visions that you've been working on, the dreams, the projects, all of that is about to start to come into fruition. We're now speaking about you coming into your birthing season. And if you know anything about birthing, you know that you need support. You need a team, that you need at least one other support system, one other supporter to be with you, to help you breathe, to help you remember to push, to keep you encouraged when things get difficult, right? A lot of us, you may have even come from a lineage of birth workers, so midwives and doulas, doctors, nurses. And these are the spirits that are encouraging you now, who are cheering for you now, and who are helping you to bring your dreams into fruition during this time. And so you also have the vision key. And the vision key says, is here to say that instead of trying to force others to see your vision or relenting to the feeling of loneliness for your unique thoughts on liberation, work on pouring that energy into cultivating your vision on your own. It is not your role in this revolution to get every person you know and care about to believe what you believe. It is your job to believe in yourself and bring your vision into manifestation. This will shift the consciousness of this planet more than arguing or waiting for someone else to get on board. In short, stop going back and forth with head asses or lamenting the headassery of others. And instead, trust that your vision is a gift from your guides, that they will always support you in building. And so the vision, as you see, there's an eye. There's an eye on this card, and this eye is speaking about the clarity that you can see. And as the key says, other people may not have that sight. You may have a very keen spiritual sight, and so your ancestors don't want you to give up on yourself. Your ancestors don't want you to give up on your dreams, even if people are not understanding, even if they're not sure what it is that you're trying to achieve, right? So I'm going to get some. We're going to come back to your plant ally, but I'm just going to pull some tarot cards and just see what other guidance we can get for you in this time now. What else can you give me, Spirit, for pile 1? What else can you give me for pile 1? Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles speaking about being patient. You've been sowing good seeds. You've been doing good work. And you might be discouraged now because you're feeling like, when is it going to be my turn? When am I ever going to see the fruits of my labor? But as you see, even in this card, there are fruits. There is evidence of your work, but you still need to nourish it and watch it bloom over time. Keep being steadfast. Keep being hopeful. Keep doing the work that you're doing. Watch. It will come to pass. But you may be impatient right now. You may be impatient right now. And so Spirit wants you to be encouraged, to keep pushing, to keep going. And also like knowing that rest is a big part of progress. As the elders in the Dagara tribe, according to Malidoma Some Ibaye, he says in his book Ritual that the elders said, speaking about those of us here in the West, why do they run, or why do they chase after what is not running from them? And so, in other words, there is no need to rush. There's no need to rush. We can be patient and trust ourselves and our spirits, knowing that what is for us is for us. And we will see the fruits of our labor. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. The Four of Cups reverse. The Four of Cups reverse speaks about someone who's a little discontent, someone who's really over it. And so it feels like, yeah, it's more of that impatience. And the thing about the Four of Cups in reverse is that you have hopes and dreams. There's things that you're wanting for yourself. However, you're so focused on how things look, how things appear right now, that you're missing what the divine has for you. And so your ancestors want you to open your eyes and also keep on fighting for your own vision. But don't be so fixed in what you hope for yourself that you miss on the unexpected surprises from your spirit team. Be open to what else they may have for you. Let's see if I can get one more message. Yeah, the world. The world speaks about completion. The world speaks about graduation and getting to the end. This is what you should hope for. This is what you should be longing for and shooting for, knowing that every seed sown will yield a fruit. And so your spirit team wants you to see that there is going to come a day where your efforts will be celebrated, you will be congratulated. People will share in your victory and your success. So all you have to do is continue to keep doing it. Continue what you're birthing. Continue what you're birthing. Drop some cards here, but let's see here what we have for just some other messages. Spirit speaks about great personal sorrow. And for me, this feels like you being, not being gracious enough with yourself, not being gracious enough with your own, being patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Know that even if, with these teardrops here, know that even if you have to cry because things are not happening in the time that you desire, it's okay. It's all right. Your spirits are saying it's okay to feel the weight of that grief because things are not happening exactly the way you hoped. But keep going. Know that they are with you. Spirit is talking about the heart, about love, deep affection and caring. And so know that that is their heart toward you, that they love you and they believe in your dreams. And it doesn't matter if other people don't see you, they see you. They're also talking about the vine, seeking out information that will help you. And so I ask you, as you're on this journey for yourself, for your project, your goal, whatever it is you're thinking about right now, where do you need to call on your help? Remember, we had the helper card. Spirit is talking about reaching out to your spirit team, being intentional about reaching out and contacting them, spending time at your altar, spending time in prayer, spending time in meditation. Okay? They're asking for you to be mindful of how they are already there. All you have to do is open your eyes, your spiritual ears, and pay attention, for they are there. And I'm going to end the reading with your plant ally. It is Forget Me Not, and it says awareness. Forget Me Not wants to raise your awareness of your connections, not just to loved ones, but to all beings in all realms, including yourself. When you can understand this connection, you can let go of your fears of loneliness, isolation, and separation because you realize the true immortal nature of your divine soul. Ashe. And so as you come into that awareness of yourself, knowing that your dreams, your goals, your visions, whatever it is you're working on right now, that you are maybe the only one here and now who can understand it for its beauty. But know that your spirit team is proud of you. They're ready to see you birth this vision. They're ready to see you bring in the abundance and the goodness that you're hoping for. I know that you may be disappointed with the timing of things. I know you're wondering, when is it going to be me? When am I going to find that love? When am I going to get the promotion? When am I going to feel good about myself? When is my circumstance going to change? I want you to know that the birthing season takes time. But know that when you finally hold the gift of that manifestation, you will not forget about, you will soon forget about how long it took, because you will be basking in the joy of the now, of your gift, which you've worked and prayed so hard for. You will hold it. You will experience it. It will be yours soon. So hold on and keep the faith. All right, Power One, that was the message for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and we'll see you next time. Hello, welcome, Pile 2. If you chose Pile 2, this is your pile, and we're going to get right into it. All right, your ancestors are speaking to you about grounding. They're speaking to you about grounding. Let's see what the other cards are. Wonderful. Okay. So let's read your key. You have the cosmic key. And it says the cosmic key is a portal into prophecy. It is your confirmation that cosmic forces have put a plan in motion on your behalf with the help of divine timing. The cosmic yoni of the Divine Mother has birthed something in higher dimensions to cleanse your bloodline's generational karma. If you're extra sensitive right now, it's because you're receiving downloads from very high and very dense vibrational frequencies, and you have to clear out some emotional and energetic weight to decode them. You'll feel a massive amount of relief when you transmute the trauma energies blocking the transmission to make room for new information from the cosmos. Focus on balancing your third eye chakra in meditation and sharpen your discernment for messages from other dimensions and realms. They're informing you of the cosmic path manifesting in front of you. That's the cosmic key. And spirit is so good, right? Because your cards are also transmutation, hydrangea, and the first card that we pulled was grounding. And so spirit is saying right now that you are very sensitive. It's kind of giving me high priestess energy. Right now, your spiritual antennas are really keen right now. You are really focused on spiritual matters. You are receiving these downloads. Like right now, you are very sensitive to spirit. And so spirit is saying that with sometimes all of the downloads and messages that we receive, sometimes it can make us feel ungrounded and kind of feel kind of tossed to and fro. And so in the midst of this, you are going to need some grounding. So there's going to be, I would say, recommend you find some grounding practices. The cosmic card asked about some meditations. I think meditating or any type of connecting with your spirits is going to be important for you now. The grounding is, I'm asking you to, I'm even seeing some people like putting their feet in the soil, something about being near trees. This is going to help you in this time. Because right now it feels like your psychic abilities are really awakened right now. You also have Aleye. This is the card of the bird power, and Aleye is speaking to us about the power and the wisdom that comes to us in the night seasons. So if you are someone who has very vivid dreams, if your dream life has been awakened, so to speak, where you are receiving these very vivid messages, things that you have not experienced before, if you've been feeling very connected to your ancestors, if new people in your spirit team have been coming forward, this feels prescient. what this is saying is pay attention to those premonitions, pay attention to those messages. Aleye speaks about the night hour being the most powerful hour. So if you're feeling very creative, I would not be surprised if you are even waking up in the night season to get a message, to get a message. And it may be that your ancestors want to actually commune with you in the night season. So I would say if you're feeling energized at night, it may be that you have some night spirits that want to commune with you. Let's see what other messages we can receive for you for some guidance. This one wanted to come out. We got the Daughter of Swords. The Daughter of Swords will be the Page of Swords. And so this is, pages are those who receive messages and carry messages. And so I want you to know that while you are receiving all of these messages now from your spirits, they're not messages just for you to hold to yourself. They're also messages that you are receiving for other people. Like I said, it's giving High Priestess energy. And so if you are feeling called to share messages with people, then I would say to ground. Check and see if the message is for you, but it feels like you are someone who may be a messenger. Perhaps you are someone who is a seer, or someone who works in, you give readings. Perhaps you may be a diviner, someone who picks up on energies, because the Daughter of Swords is someone who speaks up. They're one of those, when you see something, say something. Sometimes the Page of Swords can also speak to us about social media. And so maybe social media is a part of your particular spiritual practice and ministry right now. Maybe this is the time for you to begin to share some of the messages that your spirits are giving to you. Just make sure that you are sitting and getting and receiving the messages that you need for yourself first. Always pour from a full cup. Let's see what else we can get for you. Ooh. We got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles came out again with Power 1. So with Seven of Pentacles, this is saying to be patient. So this is what I mean when I say make sure that the messages are as you're receiving messages and carrying messages, before you run out, use wisdom. Before you run out and share everything. Because let me pause here for a second. With Aleye, do you see how the owl is up high and looking low? Meaning they can see things. First of all, owls can see things that others can't see. They have nocturnal vision, so they can see what you and I would not be able to see with our own human eyes, right? And so that means that you have this keen awareness right now where you can see things that other people can't see or sense right now. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, I would say that this is saying to be patient. Don't be too hasty with sharing everything that you see. I would say keep some things to yourself. Really keep them, and know that Spirit is speaking about you really taking your time with your growth. Take your time, especially if this is new, especially if these night hour sessions with your spirits is new to you. I would say take your time. Take your time and honor your capacity. And then we have the God of Pentacles in reverse. The God of Pentacles in reverse. So I would say with these pentacles here, the God of Pentacles in reverse is someone who has wisdom, right? They're very wise. The God of Pentacles, someone is, yes, very prosperous. They know how to use their resources wisely. They're someone who they have lived this life. They know exactly the steps that need to be taken. And so they have this wisdom. They have this Midas touch, right? Meaning that whatever they shall touch turns to gold. And so you have that same star quality. You have that star quality. And so with the God in Pentacles in reverse, I would just say that it's important for you to ensure that you find and know and understand and appreciate the gift that is you first. It's again what I was saying about pouring, making sure you're pouring from a full cup, making sure that you know that you are valuable. Know your own value and your own worth. know that whatever you touch turns to gold. So make sure that you are considering yourself and your own beauty as you are blooming, as you are maturing. It may be that you are coming into these gifts yourself for the first time. And so it may feel like it's a little overwhelming at times. And that's why your spirits want you to ground yourself. Be grounded now. Let's see what other messages we can receive for you. And one more, Spirit. One more. This one wanted to come out. Yeah, Spirit is talking about you receiving a gift, and we just talked about this. It feels like you getting some type of spiritual gift. Like these giftings are new. They feel like someone is coming into these particular psychic abilities, of being able to see and understand. And so look, you also have the knot. And the knot card, I'm trying to find the viewfinder. The knot speaks about unsuccessful plans, things being tied up and bound. And so for me, this feels like you being able to see that, because you also have the rainbow. And the rainbow talks about the most difficult part of a situation being over. And so I feel like you, and being in your alege power, it speaks about you being able to see a thing before it comes. And so you are prepared no matter what happens. And so even if a situation seems like it's not working out the way you hope it will work out, with your higher perspective, with the wisdom of the owl, and being able to see and navigate at night in circumstances and conditions that might not be most favorable, you thrive there. And so even with plans that are unsuccessful, I feel like this is almost like your enemy and your opposition. Their plans are going to be unsuccessful because your ancestors have you up in the night season. They have you praying. They have you getting ready. They have you being prepared, because the most difficult part is over. And then let's come back to your power word, transmutation. And it says we are all affected by our environment. Hydrangea, which is the plant that's represented here, hydrangea reminds you to reclaim your power through the transmuting of emotions and releasing of victimization. You not only have the ability to overcome perceived obstacles, ashe, you can extinguish them by realizing you can move through them. Ashe, I could not have said it better myself. I tell you, Pal 2, you are a very powerful, very spiritual Pal. I hope that you are kind to yourself as you're growing, as you're learning and understanding more of who you are. I wish you many blessings and peace, and we'll see you next time. Hello there. Hello, Pal 3. I am so excited to do this reading for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. You have balance in reverse. You have evolution, acceptance, and the fortress. Spirit is saying, don't be afraid, because I feel a lot of uncertainty from this pile. We have Iyake, which represents the fortress. And the fortress speaks about safety. The fortress speaks about a place where our ancestors have already gone before us. They're already behind us. They have ensured that we are safe, even when we're unsure of our very next step. But what makes me feel like you may be dealing with some fears, we have the balance card in reverse. And this is speaking to you feeling a little like you're unsure. Spirit wants you to know that your steps are ordered. Your spirit team wants you to know that you are covered and you are protected, and they are with you. But they do want you to start to find ways to bring balance to your life. So I'm wondering, what are the burdens that you need to put down? I'm wondering if the stresses of the new year, which tends to happen, especially for those of us here in the West, we get into the rigmarole, we get into the hustle and bustle, we start wanting to hit the ground running. And sometimes we are picking up steam when we should be instead honoring our own capacity and our own, honoring our bodies. honoring our spirits. And so this balance card in reverse is showing me that rather than you trying to push ahead, your spirits are saying, let us guard you. Let us hold you. Let us be your fortress. Let us be your respite and your rest. And you have the acceptance card, the acceptance key. And it says, the acceptance key indicates that a great deal of your suffering is derived from mentally resisting or trying to fix who and where you are at present. When you can accept yourself and your circumstances, you can learn calmly to change your usual reactions into conscious responses. It is a knee-jerk self-protection measure to judge anxiety and despair. Acceptance makes way for the love of your higher self to fill your heart and change your approach to healing for the sake of your soul's ascension. Affirm this. Healing can also be fun. Healing can also be pleasing. Healing can also be confident. Healing can also be easy. Embrace the ease with which solutions come to you from the space of radical self-acceptance. I love this for you because that can be a part of why you're feeling imbalanced. Is that something about the parts of you, all of your parts, the complex and the beautiful, the light and the shadow, something about that feels like you're uncomfortable with the full essence of you. And your spirits are saying, you need all of your parts to be your whole and your best self. Even the parts that you may tend to judge, your spirits are wanting for you to give yourself so much grace right now. Grace to ease into the season you're coming upon. They want to see you in a place where you feel good about where your feet are planted. Yeah? Accepting yourself means accepting them because you carry them in your blood, in your DNA, in your body. Even this beautiful card has this handprint, but if you look beyond the handprint, there are more handprints. The self-acceptance is ancestral acceptance. The beauty of who you are is vast and is worthy of protection in this fortress. Let's see what other messages your spirits have for you. Ooh. The Daughter of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. And this speaks about opportunities. It speaks about opportunities to grow. It speaks about opportunities to learn, to evolve, to flourish. That means, I said at the beginning that this group feels a little fearful. And so Spirit is saying that you have opportunities. You have things that are actually knocking at your door and you're unsure about whether or not you should take them. Spirit is saying these are gifts from us. Spirit is saying that we have blessed you. We see your desire to move forward. We see your desire to try new things, to see new places, to meet new people. Take the opportunity. Take the blessing. Learn, go back to school if you feel called to go back to school. Learn the trade. Start the channel. Start the podcast. There are so many things that you're actually hoping for, but you feel like you're afraid. It feels like you're afraid to try it. And Spirit is saying the first step to that is accepting who you are. All of you. All of yourself. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. This group, I'm also hearing that you come from people who are waymakers. Waymakers. That means that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible because you make a way. Even through what seems to be impossible spaces, tight spaces, you come from people who make ways. This is what lives in you. Spirit, what else do you have for pile 3? This one. Ten of Wands. It feels like burdens. The Ten of Wands can be a card of burdens. But what I love about this particular depiction is that this person has taken what has been a burden, what has been difficult in the past, and has used their resources to now wear this on their head. They've taken the 10 wands and placed them in a basket. And so this is a way to take what used to be a burden and make it useful. And so this is what I just said. You come from people and spirits who are way makers. You come from spirits who know how to make ways out of no ways. Miracle workers, changers, movers, and shakers. And also the message of the Ten of Wands is that you make it to the end. So if you wanted a glimpse into your future to see what happens, if you bet on yourself with the opportunity that's coming your way, Spirit is saying 10, completion. You're going to make it. It's possible. What's beautiful is that this person is balancing this on their heads. And that's exactly what your spirits are wanting you to learn. Because there will come a time when you may have more things in your hands than you know what to deal with at a time. And so they're saying, learn the gift of balance now. Honor yourself and your capacity now. Because the time will come when you'll have more responsibilities soon. And so now is the time to rest before it gets real good and juicy. Let me get one more. This one here. Ah, yes. Success. Your spirit says you're going to be successful. Do not fear, my love. 6 of Wands is success. It's visibility. It's celebration. It's coming through a difficult time and coming out on top. 6 of Wands. There is victory for you, and it's guaranteed. Trust yourself and trust your spirits. Focus on your own self-care right now. Let's see what other messages we have for my pile threes. What else do we have on pile three? Pile three, you have messages coming specifically from, dropped a card here. You have, yes. You have I'm going to get one more here. You have an older spirit here. You have an older spirit here speaking about an older woman. This could be someone from your maternal line, or it can be just a maternal spirit in general. And they are speaking about you getting back to the basics. Getting back to the basics. This is a quill here. So even if any of you are writers, if any of you are scribes and griots, storytellers, they're saying get back to the basics. If you needed a sign, here it is. You also have the torch here speaking about your spiritual development, enlightenment, and awareness and understanding. So you coming into yourself and into your power with this torch. You also have you're on the right path. You're on the right path. So if you're feeling like, I don't really know how to deal with all of this, this feels like too much. Spirit is saying first, begin with the first step is the acceptance. The first step is believing that you are worthy of all of the opportunities that are to come your way. All of what you seek is possible, right? Know that. Take the time now to ground. Take the time now to rearrange parts of your life so that things can start to feel good for you. Find a way, like the acceptance card said, how can healing be easeful? Have you thought of it that way? That healing is possible for healing to be easy? That it's possible for healing to be fun? How can you invite more fun and peace into your life? And then you have the wind chimes, peace and harmony. This is what's coming to you, my love. This is what's coming to you, beloved, because your growth is going to be vast. The torch card says so. And finally, I'm going to end with this message. You have the evolution card, purple poppy. And it says purple poppy helps align your physical self with your soul purpose and your higher self. When your foundations are rocking and your entire being is evolving, purple poppy helps to support deep levels of integration, connection, and rest. Cannot make this up. Wherever you land, she will help you adapt and find the beauty in the process. And so my Pal 3s, that's all you need to know. That's how you find your balance. Know that success for you is coming. Trust that you know exactly what you're doing. Trust your spirits and know that they have beautiful blessings for you. They have beautiful blessings for you. They only want you to receive them. To know that you come from waymakers and that they are your fortress. So they will protect you from the front and the back, side to side, above and below. They got you. For you are evolving and blooming into a beautiful, beautiful being. And they want you to see that and accept it for yourself. All right, y'all, that concludes this pick a card reading. I hope that it was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time.